Yo guys, welcome to JerseyBeast.tv, and in today's post we're going to be covering how to get more out of your kettlebell training. Now, when we talk about kettlebells, you can't usually talk to somebody about kettlebells without getting into some sort of argument. No matter what your stance is on kettlebells, there's always somebody who has a different stance on how to train with them, etc. For example, the American swing versus Russian swing debate, right? That's an ongoing debate, and it usually ends up in an argument or a fist fight. But also you can't talk about kettlebells without thinking the typical kettlebell exercises like swings, cleans, snatches, etc. Those exercises that have been beat into our heads over the past few years because of this functional training craze, right? You can't talk about kettlebells without talking about those exercises. I don't want to talk about that today. So what I do want to talk to you about, since this is a muscle building and strength training blog, is talk to you a little bit about how kettlebells can be used to train for more muscle. Now, this is not necessarily a topic that is popular or one that I don't know has been covered before. I'm sure it has somewhere, but it's not a very popular topic when it comes to kettlebell training. We think of kettlebells training for explosiveness and overall strength and core stability and core strength and conditioning and all these other attributes that we associate with kettlebells, right? But we don't necessarily associate it with muscle building. So that's what this post is going to be about: how we can kind of tweak some exercises by using kettlebells and get more out of your muscle building training. So, quick story: in one of our training groups here at night a few weeks ago, we were doing dumbbell flies, right? Staple and an upper body chest workout, right? You have dumbbells, you open them up, squeeze, work your chest, get that burn going. It's an isolation movement, you guys know it. That particular night, a lot of the guys just weren't feeling dumbbell flies. It wasn't a good night for flies for whatever reason. They weren't feeling it in their chest. Some of their shoulders were acting up a little bit. So what I did was I altered the movement a little bit. My eye itches here, hold on. Okay, I altered the movement a little bit and I replaced the dumbbells with kettlebells, okay? Same movement, different piece of equipment, works your muscles differently because of that reason, right? Because of the way the kettlebell is shaped, it changes the exercise slightly and forces your muscles to work a little bit differently, right? Very, very simply put, that's how it works, okay? And what we found was it actually increased the contraction on the flies because of the shape of the kettlebell. So I'm not saying it works better than dumbbells, or maybe I am kind of saying that. Maybe it does work better than dumbbells, but sometimes it doesn't take necessarily changing the exercise, but maybe thinking outside the box a little bit and using a piece of equipment that may be a little unorthodox, or using a piece of equipment that maybe you've never thought to use before. And keeping the movement the same, but just using different equipment, okay? And it's going to change the exercise, pretty much. So that's one of the exercises that we're gonna cover today, the kettlebell fly. Another one is a kettlebell pullover, which works similarly to how the kettlebell fly works. Because of the shape of the kettlebell, it actually changes the exercise slightly and makes your muscles work a little bit differently. And the last exercise, which is not necessarily an upper body exercise, it's known as a hip movement, I guess, is the kettlebell high pull, okay? But I think of this as an upper body exercise because when you do it and you use a heavy kettlebell, your shoulders, your rear delts, and your traps feel awesome. All right, so we're gonna cover these three today. Just scroll down for the rest of the videos. But remember, you can take different pieces of equipment, guys. This is the take home for this. Take different pieces of equipment, plug it into your workout, into your exercises, and see what you come up with, okay? You're not necessarily locked into barbells and dumbbells. Yes, they're great tools. Yes, they're staples at every gym, but there are ways to get stronger and bigger using pretty much any piece of equipment. All right, so keep that in mind. So what I want to do is try these exercises out in this post and then get back to me, tell me how they work for you, but also if you think of any exercises that you can do with kettlebells, post them below, post your feedback. I'm curious to see what you guys think, or if you guys come up with any other exercises using unorthodox pieces of equipment. I'm curious to see what you guys come up with, all right? So scroll down, let's get on to the how-to videos.